Hi, folks. You are watching and listening a very special edition of Open Bar. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That young lady is.
Araceli Sharp in San Antonio, Texas.
This is a red letter day for Araceli because this is her final for the Consumer Catador course. That's right, folks. If you take this course, when you go through it, you do your tasting with me as if you were on an episode of Sipping Off the Cuff. Show everybody what we selected for you.
So this is Tres Amigos.
And this is, now is that the organic or the non-organic?
This is the non-organic.
Aha. Okay. Have
And
you ever had it?
No, actually I have not.
Ah, see?
Yeah, I thought I had, but it was a different tres.
Yeah, well, yeah. Long story short, I was looking for a couple of 2-3 different brands that were all out of. They're all out. You know, the state of Texas has none. So it's like, okay, well, let's go with this one because we've had it before. We've had the organic, and we've actually done the whole line. Go ahead, break the seal open, pour it, and let's get started.
Let me pour this one.
And you're using a Glencairn?
No, I'm using the Jarrito.
The Jarrito. Look at that. That's so cool. You know, that is the official glass of Sipping Off the Cuff.
Is it?
Yeah. It's either this one or the Glencairn, which are both made by Stotzel. Glencairn's made, Stotzel makes it for them at their specs.
Okay.
So go ahead. You lead me. What are you getting?
I'm all like, it's more of a green agave to me.
Okay.
A little minerally. It's a little softer than what I prefer. Yeah. We've talked about that.
Yeah, by the way, I really like the fact that you like your tequila with guts. So have you had any mezcal?
I have. I've not yet acquired the taste for it.
Okay. All right.
It's a little too smoky for me, or I don't know, a little too earthy, I guess. But
okay.
So yeah, I have like again, the agave is more of like a raw agave to me, not the cooked agave. Not super sweet or anything, just a little lighter, more citrus, little lime.
So it's greener, citrus notes on the top. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any alcohol coming up to you?
A little bit, faint, not like strong.
Okay.
And this is non-1570, so I don't know if there's a difference in if they changed at any point or.
Well, I know that they produce an organic line as well.
Okay.
So to my knowledge, they haven't switched in a long time. To me, and I've said this on our reviews, this particular brand needs weight. It's undervalued. It's highly underrated for the quality we felt, for the quality that they produce. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. I mean, it's not sweet or anything, and it's not heavily. What'd you say? It's just not a heavy alcohol up front. It's a little lighter. I think my husband would like it.
So it's ooh.
He likes a little lighter tequila.
Oh my God, he's a little light in the tequila. Okay. That's okay. That's all right. Now, so what do the tears look like?
They look good, actually. I don't know if you can see them there, but
yeah, a little bit.
They're running. They're running. Yeah.
Okay.
They're running pretty good. It's really clear, obviously, for a Blanco. I don't pick up any wood notes, so I don't think it's been aged anything in wood.
No.
More of a metallic. Yeah. It's pretty good so far.
So far. So dive in. Tell me what you get.
Okay. It's a little sweeter than what I thought it was going to be up front, but it's got a good little kind of peppery that you don't get on the nose. Yeah, a low green agave for sure. So not oven or
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
not oven. It's autoclave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little peppery. The finish isn't as long. It's got a quick finish, but it's good. It has a little warmth right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's you could definitely drink this one straight. Well,
Well, yeah, I was going to say that I know you also enjoy cocktails. Every once in a while, we'll get a photo of yours on Instagram where you've had a margarita or a cocktail of some sort. So so this is definitely cocktail worthy as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's got like it's not heavy, so I think for like a cocktail, maybe like a Paloma, where it's not heavily,
Or
it's not like super strong.
A ranch water or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think so obviously this line is a bit more approachable.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of that's one of the descriptors we like to use. It's approachable. Would be a nice gateway for somebody
Yes.
that is, you know, wanting to get into Blancos but not sure, because I've run across those people where they prefer, you know, the aged spirits, and they're finally, you know, because it works both ways. You get people you went into aged spirits and now they're trying to figure out, well, here I'm doing reposados, and now they're working their way into the Blancos because they're not too sure.
Yeah.
And so that would be a good gateway into Blanco.
Yes, it would be, yes, because it's like I said, it's a very like you said, approachable. It's not heavy on the alcohol. It doesn't have like a heavy burn or anything like that. It's a little more lighter, citrusy, but it's got a good finish.
When you say heavy burn, what do you mean by that?
Like you feel it here.
But you know,
feel that warmth.
That's a finish, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
See, that's it's interesting that the wording people have, you know, that they only have two words when they describe tequila: smooth and burn. Right? And first of all, there's two words in the same sentence that should never be in the same sentence. Smooth and tequila don't belong together.
No.
So when you say burn, what you actually mean, you mean the finish.
It's finish, yes.
And
it's got a good, it's not heavy, but you feel it, just a good warmth in there. So it's a good finish. Yeah. Okay. It's not like a super like, oh, that's overpowering. Well, so definitely a good one for like a gateway tequila, I would say.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Would you recommend it to anybody to, you know, now that you've had it?
Yeah, I definitely would. And you know, what's funny is I was telling my husband, like, you know, I went the opposite. I started with Blancos first. And I would never like, oh no, I can't have an aged one. Like, and you know, and then I had like a reposado, and then I was like, oh, I like this. And then I went to an anejo, and I'm like, oh, I really like this. So now I'm like,
it works in reverse too. You know, like I said. So it's weird, you know, somewhere in the middle you'll meet at the reposado. So you know, yes.
Exactly.
So is it a brand of promise worthy? Would you say?
I would say so. Except for the fact that I guess it's been around for a while.
Yes, it has. It's been around for a while.
That's a little different, because I know I've seen it. I know I've seen it for a long time. Kind of to your point when we talked about, you know, it's a plainer bottle, maybe not, you know, I don't go and research all my tequila. Well, I hadn't. And so, you know, maybe I would just pick up what I look different. And I know it's been there forever. And like I said, I thought I had it, but then I'm like, no, I've never had this one. So yeah. And just like the other day when I was telling you about Viva Mexico, apparently that one's been around and I had never had it. That
brand has had fits and starts, because it's had two separate importers where it was just getting into the States, and then boom, the importer stopped or something happened. You know, that poor brand, but it's been 1414, the Vivanco family's flagship brand. When I first visited that distillery years ago with David Suro, he was just launching Siembra Azul. I got to meet Feliciano Vivanco before he passed away. What a guy, you know, he was just weird. And he was like in his 80s at that point, you know, just full of life. And he said something really interesting. There was a young lady who worked for the local newspaper who was with me. I was with her. She was interviewing him for an article in the paper, and I got to be the fly on the wall, so it was cool. And he said to her, you know, the tequila that we're drinking now isn't even a shadow of what we were drinking 10 years ago. Now it's even better for you. And he said that in 2006. So you can only imagine now that the changes that are going on in the industry. And the reason I picked that tequila and why I liked it is because the owners are agaveros. And so they grow their own agave, and they know, I've met them once in Arizona, no, actually in San Diego. They're based in Arizona. And I thought, even then, that is a highly underrated tequila. And the price, oh my God. What do you think of the quality?
I mean, it's pretty good. Like I said, it's a good tequila. It's not bad at all or anything, like it's not obviously like a reposado or an anejo, but I mean, it's very well balanced. It's not, like I said, it's not overly upfront, but at the same time, you still get that agave flavor, and it's not a strong alcohol impact. So it's just pretty good.
Well, you pass. That was beautiful. I love it. Folks, you have just witnessed Araceli Costilla Sharp's final for the Consumer Catador course. Yeah, she does the final with me, like as if she were doing a video of sipping off the cuff. By the way, I know that prior to going together online here, because we only go together online, that's it. Anyway, I know that you said you were nervous of your final. How do you feel now?
Actually, not too bad. Once you throw a little tequila in there, everything's good.
Well, I told her on camera, we're not saving lives. We're just tasting tequila. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
I mentioned this because I didn't want to make you any more nervous, but do you realize that you are our first catadora for the
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're, aside from Lisa, of course, but
yeah,
Lisa and I drank together for 8 years. So, she witnessed the whole course firsthand,
Yeah.
But you are our first female student.
Awesome.
Graduate of the Consumer Catador course. And I love how you went. See, even your dog is happy.
He's celebrating. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. We all have pets. My cat, if she liked, watching people on screen, she'd be here on my lap, but she's not.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for taking our course, for putting up with me and my stupidity. And again, thank your husband for us, because he's an evil man.
I will. He's
places. I got to tell you, folks, the stuff that he pulled, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but that should have been your final.
Yes, exactly.
Final, because it was really a tough one to do.
Yeah.
And again, had it been me that been selecting the tequilas, I would never have picked them in that order. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed our first female catadora for the Consumer Catador course. Araceli, thank you so much for doing this. I so appreciate it. Lisa and myself, thank you. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
I just want to thank you, Mike. I mean, like I said, you have been a wealth of knowledge, and I love and appreciate the feedback during the whole course. Definitely learned a lot. So I just wanted to thank you for that.
You're welcome. And I will receive that. Thank you very much. Folks, you've been watching and listening to a very special edition of Open Bars, Araceli Costilla Sharp's final for the Consumer Catador course. I'm here in Southern California. Again, that young lady is, go ahead and say it.
Araceli Costilla Sharp in San Antonio, Texas.
And you've been watching and listening to a special edition of Open Bar. Whatever you do, folks, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.